Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Spring 2025 induction of the Alpha Alpha Rho chapter of Phi Theta Kappa on the Lone Star campus, North Harris. Thank you all for joining and taking part in this history-making occasion. First, allow me to introduce you to the Alpha Alpha Rho officers and advisors. My name is Radel Delgado, and I am the Alpha Alpha Rho chapter president. Next to me is our Executive Vice President, Joel McGee, our Vice President of Service, Richard Fullerin, our Vice President of Fellowship, Jasmine Hurst, our Vice President of Scholarship, Jada K. Johnson, our Vice President of Leadership, Jericho Finona, and our inductee from Fall 2024 and active member, Melanie Gonzalez. Also joining us is Lone Star College North Harris President, Dr. Benny Lambert, and our advisors, Lone Star College North Harris Professor of Sociology and alumni of the Alpha Alpha Rho chapter of Phi Theta Kappa, Linda Dodgen. And finally, Lone Star College North Harris Professor of Economic Advisor and advisor of the Alpha Alpha Rho chapter of Phi Theta Kappa, Dr. Ibrahim. Thank you. And what do you mean? Oh, what's his name? And Professor J, sorry. And now, our Vice President of Service will be leading us in the pledges of the flag.
Thank you. Now, if you could please all rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Now for the Texas Pledge. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to the Texas, one state under God, one and indivisible. Please remain standing for a moment of silence. You may be seated.
Thank you, Richard. Please allow me to welcome our Vice President of Fellowship, Jasmine Hurst, to give our blessings.
Good evening, everyone. Please bow your heads. Heavenly Father, we thank you for this day. We thank you for this evening that we are all gathered here to celebrate this honorable occasion in the Spring 2025 Phi Theta Kappa Alpha Alpha Rho chapter. We ask that you look down on every inductee member, every advisor, and every officer. Continue to lead us in scholarship. Continue to lead us in excellence. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Thank you, Jasmine. Dr. Benny Lambert was president of Lone Star North Harris in August of 2023. Dr. Lambert returned to Lone Star North Harris after serving as Vice President for Student Success at Lone Star Sci-Fair since 2015. He has been a member of the Lone Star College family since 1991, where he has developed a strong background in admissions, advising, and enrollment management, as well as serving as an adjunct faculty member. Dr. Lambert has gained extensive experience in higher education, having also worked at Baylor University and McLennan Community College. Dr. Lambert is a proud product of Community College, having earned his Associates of Arts at McLennan Community College before earning his bachelor's and master's degree in business and educational psychology from Baylor University. He also holds a doctor's of philosophy from Texas A&M at College Station. Dr. Lambert is a strong community advocate working with the Houston Livestock Rodeo, Junior Achievement, and Special Olympics. He has also served on various boards, organizations, including the Arthritis Foundation, American Red Cross, YMCA, and the Boys and Girls Club of America, and is currently a chair on the Texas ACT Council. Please help me in welcoming our college president, Dr. Benny Lambert.
Thank you very much. Let me say good evening to you. Our president here was just talking about this is a historical moment, and it really and truly is. Phi Theta Kappa. You'll learn more later. I'm going to be brief. I really am. I'm here to do the welcome. And rarely do people get to hear me say welcome, and I walk right off and sit down. I'm going to say just a little bit more of saying to the parents and the loved ones of these students, you make a tremendous difference. That's really what it's about. Thank you for being here tonight. And tonight is indeed about inducting these young men and young women into this coveted, probably the most prestigious honors program in America. It's the highest ranking honors program at the community college level, and it's at the college level. So I'm here to say on behalf of the 10,000 plus students that we have at Lone Star College, North Harris, this is your place. There may be some parents or loved ones sitting out there. Just know this. We would love to have you here taking a class or two. And if you want to do something else and related to education and learning or training, we certainly would like to help get you there. But we're really privileged and proud of the students that we have this evening. There are some that cannot be here due to work and other causes that had to happen. But the ones we have here tonight are the ones we're going to celebrate, and the others will be celebrated also. So with that in mind, welcome, welcome, welcome. There's the welcome.
On behalf of the Alpha Rho chapter of Phi Theta Kappa, we just want to thank you, Dr. Benny Lambert, with our gifts. Thank you, sir.
I should have stayed up there a little longer and said,
I am honored to stand here to introduce our speaker for the hour. I have a script, but I'm not going to go by this script because I personally know our speaker, Professor J. Professor J is what we call him here on campus. He was born John Ralph J.R. Wilson in the small town of Alton, Illinois, on the banks of Mississippi River, about 20 miles northeast of St. Louis, Illinois. A fun history fact about Professor J is that he made history in his hometown. He was the first colored child to be born in the maternity ward of the St. Joseph's Hospital. Mom and Dad went to St. Joseph's Hospital and was prompted to be coerced into delivering him in the basement of the hospital, which was the segregated colored ward. And his mother, backed up by his father, said, "If you don't want me to deliver this baby in the lobby, you will admit me to the maternity ward." And so his mother, Josephine, was admitted to the hospital's maternity ward. And so his title stands true, history professor. He is history through and through. Professor J has a saying. He says, "I don't come to work, I come to campus." He truly loves the students, whether you're his student or someone that he sees passing along in the hall. He loves his job. He's true to it. He teaches you until you understand, not only until you remember it. So I would like for you all to help me join me in welcoming our very own Lone Star North Harris, my apologies, history professor, Professor J.R. Wilson.
Trying to make my eyes water. I too am PTK, Houston Community College. Y'all didn't know that, did you? See, and it is an honor to be here with you this evening, with you inductees and your families. And what an honor for your families to get to see their prayers answered. and also to get to see confirmed and affirmed that y'all been raised right. That's what this says. It says that you've been raised right and that you are serious about doing what you have to do. And so we salute you. The theme of the evening is stories of people whose stories are not normally told. Stories of people whose stories are not normally told. That's all of us. Unless you're a celebrity, your story often isn't told, but perhaps if we go a little bit deeper, the reality is that our stories are told. Our stories are told in the legacy that we leave behind. Let me rephrase that. In the legacy that we create while we're living, and the legacy that we leave behind. You will change the world. You are already changing the world. It's not even going to be. You are already changing the world. You have already begun the process of creating your stories that will be told or not. But your legacy will be left behind. And so I think that for all of us, and if we talk about our legacy, and let me just read this rather than trying to be all clever and intellectual and everything. Yes, a legacy. No, let me read this. A person's legacy refers to the enduring, everlasting impact and lasting effects they have on the world and the lives of others. Whether through their actions, achievements, values, or the people they influence. It's what they're remembered for, both positively and negatively, long after they're gone. Yeah, that's what you're doing. You're building your legacy, right? And despite the theme, stories of peoples whose stories are not normally told, I think we all have to realize that history is not made by those whom we really see in history, the names, the famous names, the celebrities, the historic people. It's by us. It's these everyday lives that we live and the choices that we make as we live these lives. And I celebrate and salute you, our students, because you've chosen to do well. You made a choice to do well. Because it is a choice. It's a choice to stay up late. It's a choice to put forth the level of effort necessary or not. Or sometimes we choose to not. Again, everybody has seen my transcripts, whom I've taught, those 5 or 6 colleges and universities from which I flunked out of, right? And that was my choice. So it's really easy for me to be here and to be able to celebrate you guys and for you to begin this story that of yours that will be told or not told, but your legacy will absolutely be left behind. You are already changing the world, young people. You are already changing the world. And that the ripple effect for you, your family, and those who will come after you, and by those who come after you, I'm talking about your children and your children's children. Your children and your children's children will benefit from the level of effort and the choices that you've made, the choice that you've made to do well. That choice, I urge you, let that choice be about we are spirit beings. We take these flesh bodies as spirits. We have some birth vision of how we're going to contribute and change the world. As spirit beings, then allow yourselves to follow your hearts and your spirits, y'all. Don't worry about your wallet. Don't worry about the latest job trends. And don't worry about what your cousin majored in or what your mom and daddy did. You have to live your life. It is your story that's going to be told, not theirs. And so you have to give yourselves permission as spirit beings to be guided by your spirit, to be guided by your heart, and to pay attention to what interests you. That's your spirit telling you this way or that way. I never dreamt of being a college professor. Me? Though, in retrospect, you know, getting in trouble in Mrs. Tuttle's third grade class for running my mouth, being fired from Halliburton, Brown and Root for, you guessed it, running my mouth. And now I'm a college professor standing up before you, running my mouth. And I love it. I love it. It's not work. And the greatest thing about it is coming in contact with you young people every day. And for me and the rest of us up here, the opportunity for us to help you change your lives and to impart to you whatever it is that we've learned along the way that you can utilize to help make your life better. And if your life is better, then other people's lives are better. That's why we're here. Don't get it twisted, y'all. We are blessed, not for ourselves. How you doing? Oh, I'm blessed and highly favored. And what are you doing with it? Blessings are to be shared. And you certainly are a blessing to us, not just your families, but those of us administrators and faculty. It's a blessing to work with you. It's a blessing to watch you guys blossom and grow into who you really are. And that puts you in a position where you're going to be able to go out and bless others. Give me goosebumps. And those of you who have had the pleasure to have in my class, I know I speak the truth about you. I know I speak the truth. So I was told that I had 15 minutes, and I see Dr. Ibrahim looking at me all over here and everything, because, you know, normally the dean would be here to give me that funny look or kick me under the table or whatever. And but I think, you know, the message is clear. You know, you create your story, you create your legacy, and you choose to change the world. We are here to serve others, guys. And we're here to be blessed. And this educational experience, this is about enlightenment. It's not about getting a good education, get a good job. Forget that mess. You don't want no job, number one. Wake up every morning, your first thought is, oh crap, I got to live this funky life again today like yesterday. No. You want to wake up every morning and feel that you are fulfilled and you are going out to do what you love to do. Thus, you never work a day in your life. As Jazz said, I don't come to work, I come to campus. There's nothing about this that's work to me. I just love every moment of being here and being able to be involved in your lives. And what our expectation is that you will pass it on, that you will have the conversations that we have with y'all with somebody else, and that you will change the world in ways that you never dreamt that you were going to change the world. You are the best of our best. Don't get it twisted. You're the best of our best, not so much because of your intellect, but because of the choices you make, the responsible choices that you've made to do well. And that's the life you've decided for yourselves, that I'm going to live a life of doing well, doing my true best, not that metaphorical best. And not, well, I'm trying. No, as they say in Star Wars, it's either, you either do or do not. And y'all have made the choice to do. And so it's a pleasure for speaking for myself and Dr. Benny and all of us, faculty and staff. It's just such a joy for us to be able to serve you and to help prepare you to go out and serve the world with your blessings, with your intellect, and with your gifts. And that this education is about becoming enlightened. It ain't about no job, it's about enlightened, because who you are now is not who you were when you first walked through these doors, and you know it. You've changed already, and that your change will ripple through others. Understand why we are put on this earth, y'all. why we are here, to make this a better place for all humanity. And you have begun really well that journey. So I thank you. I thank you guys for allowing us to be involved in your path and your evolution. Thank you.
Yes, you get a gift. I just have to say, he's my favorite history professor. Apologies to any other history professors that may be in the audience. I had the privilege of having him. And so, on behalf of the Alpha Alpha Rho chapter of Phi Theta Kappa, we thank you for your wisdom and your insight.
You're trying to make my eyes water. Thank you, love. I got gold polka dots.
At this time, we will begin the Pledge of Membership. The honored presidents, advisors, and fellow Phi Theta Kappa members, I am pleased to present to you these candidates for membership into our honor society. As chapter vice president, I attest that these students have fulfilled all the requirements for membership and have been selected because they have chosen scholarship, leadership, service, and fellowship as their hallmarks. I hereby recommend them for acceptance into the Alpha Alpha Rho chapter of Phi Theta Kappa International Honor Society of the two-year college.
You are about to be inducted into a scholarly fellowship which embraces two-year colleges not only of the great state of Texas, but of the nation and the world. This fellowship is Phi Theta Kappa, and your chapter is affectionately known as Alpha Alpha Rho. After this induction, you will find yourself among members in an atmosphere of scholarship, to which you must give yourself in order that this organization may be most meaningful to you. For it is only through active membership that you can truly create history and secure all that is to be Phi Theta Kappa. Thank you.
I have in my hand a torch, symbolic of knowledge, which is the servant of wisdom, which dwells with prudence and leads in the way of righteousness amid the paths of judgment.
Here I hold a white rose, typifying purity and the beauty of life, symbolizing our newly formed intellectual friendship.
The emblem of Phi Theta Kappa consists of a golden slab, keyed at the top and bottom. The golden field-like insignia of our coat of arms refers to many golden opportunities available for society members to learn about their culture and how to give back to their nation. Since gold is the most noble of metals, it shall have further significance to our society, for it shall represent the ability attained by those who achieved intellectual leadership. As you study the constitution of this organization, you will find that its purpose is to foster a spirit of devotion, to study and to install scholarly ideals among its members, and whose principles are embodied by the Greek letters, which stands for wisdom, aspiration, and purity.
Now that the standards and ideals of this organization have been fully revealed to you, I invite the inductees to rise to complete the pledge, which admits you into complete fellowship. I also invite all current members, alumni, and honorary members to join them to reaffirm your own pledge to the society. Please stand. Please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name. do solemnly promise on this 15th day of April 2025 to uphold the standards of Phi Theta Kappa and to make this object and aim foremost in my mind. And I do solemnly pledge allegiance to my fellow members and promise to aid them in all worthy endeavors. Please be seated. At this time, I would like to invite Mrs. Linda Dodgen and Dr. Ibrahim Abu Saad to come up and introduce you to the newest members of our family.
All right. So you're going to be lining up all the inductees, right, according, yes, to the front. And do we have the president to meet with him here?
Yes.
Dr. Lambert, we're going to have you shaking their hands down here. All right. And thank you, Professor J. Yes. Yes. If any of faculty or staff or family will walk with the inductees, you can go and stand with them right now. So when they walk in, you can walk with them, and I know Dr. Harris.
We have Hussein Alban Skinner, and his major is social policy. He hopes to go to Vanderbilt University in Nashville, Tennessee. She.
Who's going to get the candle? Yes, you're going to take a candle. Take a candle, light it up, and then shake the hands. Yes. Yeah, so can you do that? You will?
Oh,
We're going to have someone to help you.
let's have someone light it for her. Oh dear. We didn't check them. There you go.
We used to have real candles before, but we were worried about safety, so we exchanged them with digital candles. Next, we have Landon Baum, mechanical engineering major, and wants to go to Texas A&M.
Next, we have Bionica Beck. Her major is AAS nursing, and she will be going to the University of Texas at Arlington.
Next, we have Mary Helen Bushlin, nursing major, and likes to go to Texas A&M.
Next, we have Danielle Soneros. Her major is business. She has several schools that she is hoping to go to: University of Houston, Texas Tech, and UT in Austin.
Next, we have Elijah Escalante, an Associate of Science in Cybersecurity, and Elijah is like my daughter, wants to go to Rice University.
Next, we have Richard Follern. His major is Associate of Arts. He will be a finance major at UT Austin.
You have the brochure? You didn't write the first letter correctly, so. So how to pronounce your name? Caligal Jackson? Right, so I have Caligal Jackson, major in pharmacy, and likes to go to Texas Southern University.
That's okay.
Next, we have Melissa Kahn. Her major is AA Political Science. She's finishing her BA in Political Science, then in the University of Houston for law school.
Right, finally, I'm some business major. So we have Cameron Lewis, major in accounting, and likes to go University of Louisiana at Lafayette.
Next, we have Adila Maldonado, Associate of Science, and will be attending Prairie View A&M University.
Next, we have Caroline Oliveira, majoring in education, bilingual teacher, would be the dream, and likes to go to University of Houston downtown.
And she's being escorted by Karen Prince, one of our faculty in education. Ramon Rodriguez, computer science. He doesn't know yet where he's going, but he's aiming for Rice University.
All right, next we have Cody Solis, a business major and likes to go to University of Houston.
Next, we have Emmanuel Soto. He's automotive, and he will be going to HCC.
And next we have Darian Thesis, or Theas, I'm sorry, an Associate of Arts, I think. Oh no, it's AAS in Construction Management, and likes to go to Sam Houston State University, where I am right now a student, by the way.
Next, we have Samuel Yamana, major finance, and will transfer to Texas A&M. Viga Magnus.
And next, we've been waiting for Jeremy since yesterday. We have Jeremy Thomas from Political Science, and he did not specify which university he wants to go to.
It is now my distinct pleasure and privilege to formally introduce you as members of our family. Ladies and gentlemen, the fall 2024 induction class of Alpha Alpha Rho of Phi Theta Kappa. I challenge each of you to become active members of not only this chapter, but of our wonderful school and community. You too can make a change in the world by your continued excellence.
I would like to take this opportunity to acknowledge that as members of Phi Theta Kappa, we know that we didn't make it to here on our own. I would like to thank you, all of you, the families, friends, and loved ones, because without your support, so many of us wouldn't be here this evening. We know we are not alone on this journey, so we offer our congratulations to you as well, and express our gratitude for your sacrifices. It is my pleasure to welcome you all into the Phi Theta Kappa Honor Society and the lively fellowship of scholars that it affords. I salute you for your accomplishment, and that is for you, for the inductees. I charge you always explore the truth, to dedicate yourselves to the cultivations of the well-reasoned life, a prelude to service and honor. You can stay, Melanie will introduce you.
Congratulations to the Spring 2025 inductees. May you please all rise. You are now an official member of the Alpha Alpha Rho chapter of Phi Theta Kappa at the Lone Star College, North Harris. You may now unlight your candles.
There's a switch in the bottom.
Congratulations.
Hello, my name is Melanie Gonzalez, inducted member of the PTK Fall 2024 ceremony. I am honored to be present today standing as a future Alpha Alpha Rho chapter officer. It has become a tradition that an advisor or alumni share their personal memories about his or her involvement in Pi Theta Kappa. So we have none other than our own here to share a little about what Pi Theta Kappa means to her. Please help me welcome Alpha Alpha Rho advisor, Mrs. Linda Dodgen.
First of all, I graduated from Aldine High School. I will not tell you the year. I was in the Vaqueras, and I could kick pretty high. Today, I cannot kick that high. Once our children were in elementary school, I was active in the PTA. The principal was the son of W.W. Thorne. Yes, he graduated in my class at Aldine High. My husband said that since I was always at the school, that I might as well get my degree and get paid for it. I helped plan for a luncheon each month for my classmates, and we usually have 20 to 25, sometimes 30. And one of the things that we have often talked about is how much we hated our English teacher, Miss Ermel. There's now an Ermel school in the Aldine district. We have discussed that none of us had to take remedial classes because of Ms. Ermel. And I had Latin. I know it's not taught anymore, but as a result of my Latin class, when it came to vocabulary on a standardized test, I could dissect it and get the correct answer. So I'm thankful that I took Latin. Miss Allen was tough as well. They taught me Latin. I came to North Harris and took 2 courses to see if I could continue to be a wife and a mom and attend college. I joined Phi Theta Kappa. I was one of 6 in the first Phi Theta Kappa here at North Harris. That was a long time ago. I was one of the first group of students joining the membership, and the dues were $35. $35 was the amount that my husband and I budgeted for groceries. But my husband and I decided that I should join, and it turned out to be one of the best decisions we ever made. I went on to Sam Houston State, driving 2 days a week in a carpool, and got a bachelor's and a master's in sociology. I taught several years as an adjunct here at Lone Star North Harris, and when a full-time position opened, then I applied. I am the first to have attended any of the colleges in our area and come back to teach. There have been many others to follow me, and I am proud to wear the white cards that signifies that I'm a graduate of one of the Lone Star colleges. Today, I have been a PTK advisor for over 35 years, and advisor for the Alpha of North Harris, which is our alumni chapter. So we welcome you that once you've graduated, that you join our Alpha of North Harris. Alumni groups, our alumni groups, and what do alumni do for Phi Theta Kappa? A good example is Kenneth Runke, who's in the audience. Kenneth, raise your hand. Thank you. And he comes each time to our inductions to help us with the inductions. Kenneth is well known on the Texas level as Mr. Phi Theta Kappa. He does a lot for us on a Texas level. And one thing we do in the Texas region is we present one advisor with a certificate and pin to an advisor that has received all levels of awards. I was the first to receive that pin, and I wear it with much pleasure. We are available to the chapter as an example and to help with the hallmarks before being sent to regionals. If you want to stay involved with the chapter, join Alpha of North Harris after you graduate. Whenever I hint of giving up as an advisor to Phi Theta Kappa, my husband says, no way. He has seen so many of our members become leaders and receive full scholarships. And he says he enjoys being an honorary member himself. So I shall continue being an advisor, and he enjoys being a part of what I do. It has been my honor and privilege to continue teaching at North Harris. I have been here 40 years. And thank you, Dr. Lambert, for still letting me teach here. I have been an advisor for Phi Theta Kappa for 35 years. Thanks for listening to my experiences with Phi Theta Kappa. Stay connected with us after you graduate. And if you're happy doing what you do, as Dr. J said, you don't work a day of your life. So thanks for listening to me, and thank you very much.
On behalf of the Alpha Alpha Rho chapter of Phi Theta Kappa, thank you, Professor Dodgen, so much for sharing that inspiring story to our members. Can we get another hand of applause, please? Now, inductees, thank you for coming and congratulations for joining us in this great ceremony. Alpha Alpha Rho, please let us end with our chant. Please rise. Alpha Alpha Rho. Thank you everyone for coming. Y'all are welcome to have some cake.
If I could have everyone's attention, if there are any students who is a part of Professor Griffin's 1301 or 1302 English class, would you please come and see me?
So please, everyone, we have some little refreshment. We have some lemonade, some water, and some cake. Please help yourself. Finally, before we all go, I want to thank Dr. Lambert for being here today. He's continually coming to our induction since he was a president. We appreciate you very much, Dr. Lambert. Thank you very much.